Well, when I'm fixing breakfast for them in the morning, it's a good feeling to know that they're working for a company that puts food on people's plates. They're helping other people all around the world put food on the table. We're real excited that Elizabeth got the opportunity to come in and work for CF. Me and my husband's worked there for over 20 years, and my daughters just started there. I'm very proud that they're both working together, and I love when they come home and tell me all the different stories.
CF is a high technology company. This is a state-of-the-art facility here, and we could produce roughly 20% of the phosphate fertilizers for the United States. That's important for feeding the world.
When I first moved to Florida, I started asking around what kind of companies hired engineers, and CF was always mentioned, all the phosphate companies, and everyone had good things to say about CF Industries. I feel like I personally play a role in helping to feed the world by working here at CF. We make a phosphate fertilizer that provides nutrients to grow plants all around the world. I feel like it's a company that values its commitment to safety, its commitment to the environment, its commitment to the community.
CF, in the entire time that I worked for them, and even on till today, they have always had a strong community presence, strong community involvement.
Family, community, giving back. Just as we care about the future of the lands we work, we also take special care to ensure a bright future for the children in our communities.
CF Industries has a culture that promotes helping the local schools, charities, community groups in every way we can.
CF Industries partners with schools in our area, including Hilltop Elementary, Knights Elementary, and Hardy Junior and Senior High. We're involved with everything from sports and science fairs to ag projects and purchasing high-tech equipment for the classrooms.
At Knights Elementary School in Plant City, we helped them build a catwalk out over their wetland area and restore it into native grasses and native wetland for all the kids at the school to enjoy and to study and to see what a wetland area looks like.
My family moved here in the early 60s when I was a young child, and we lived right down the road from here. So I knew a lot about these woods. I roamed these woods and fished in the creeks when I was a young man, and Hardy County and the things that are here are very important to me, and the values that we have here in Hardy County for families and work and our work ethic is, I think, what made us a successful company. We're Hardy Countians. We've lived here all our life. It's the right place to be. It's the right place to raise a family. And to have this job here and this resource here for us to make a living and do it the right way is important. And then as our kids grow up reflecting on what they've seen us do, God willing, they'll come back here and we'll have grandkids. But for us to have created a place, an environment for them to come back to is what it's all about.
CF's safety record is a gold standard for the mining industry.
Safety has always been number one to CF and always will be number one. No matter what we do at CF, safety always going to be first.
The mining industry hasn't always been safety conscious, but here at CF, safety is our number one priority. It's the number one consideration in everything we do. When
another company have problems, I know the whole community look at all the phosphate companies the same and stuff. So we make sure we go out there and we do the right thing. We do it all the time. And that's the only way that we can stay on top.
At CF Industries, we don't simply adhere to industry standards, we set them, including going above and beyond for environmental stewardship and operational excellence.
At CF, we've never had a dam break, and we've never had a breach of our settling areas. CF really cares about the environment. We were one of the first companies in the industry to install a liner beneath our cooling pond. The liner protects the groundwater from any contamination that's in the pond. We weren't required to do it. In fact, it was done completely voluntarily. No one told us to do it. We did it because it was the right thing to do.
I love taking pictures, and this is one of my favorite places with all the wildlife and the beautiful landscape. It's just something I love to do, and I have a great opportunity and a great place to do it. I've been working for CF on this ground for 30 years. I helped mine the area that we're now standing on. So I've got a lot of history with this, and I know what it looked like before we mined it, which personally believe that it looks better than it did before we mined it. Very proud that it did turn out successful, and I'm very proud to work for a company like CF that allows us to be a part of a project like this.
I believe before mining, during mining, and after mining that CF is a good steward of the land, and I think we've demonstrated that for over 30 years.
Although CF Industries is only responsible for a tiny fraction of the tributaries leading to the Peace River and its watershed, we're 100% committed to its protection and the protection of the Charlotte Harbor Estuary. For over 20 years, CF Industries has recycled 95% of the water we use. At both our mine and manufacturing plant, we've replaced groundwater consumption, in part, by using treated wastewater in its place.
This is about a 1,000-acre area that was mined and has been reclaimed as an aquifer recharge and recovery project. It's intended to capture water during the peak of the rainy season. It'll capture excess storm water. That water will be treated through a series of reclaimed wetlands, treated through a sand filter basin, and at that point it meets drinking water quality standards and will be injected back into the ground at a proposed rate of approximately 2 to 4 MGD. That's 1 million gallons per day, every day.
Very proud of our safety record for our employees, and then our environmental record I think is impeccable as well. We use all the highest standards, whether it's engineering standards for building dams, whether it's making sure that an area that we reclaim has the right water table so that the bugs are there that are supposed to be there and the plants that are supposed to be there are there. We make every effort to be sure that we do it right.
One of the most misunderstood things about mining is that occasionally we decide not to mine at all. For example, in the South Pasture Extension, the most pristine lands there will not be touched. Nearly all of the intact corridors of Brushy Creek and Lettuce Creek will be protected in perpetuity. Through a combination of deed restrictions and conservation easements, this protection will extend not for 1 year or 10 years, but forever.
We have thousands of acres of preserved areas that will be deed restricted and kept for future generations.
CF Industries is 100% committed to protecting these waterways and estuaries. As an outdoorsman, that means I can come out here and I can fish. My grandkids can fish in the future, and it'll always be the way it is.
Mitchell Hammock is proof that mining activities and conservation efforts can go hand in hand.
I would be honest in saying that CF has been in the forefront of that evolution in environmental stewardship.
Just last year, we planted reclamation probably not an eighth of a mile from here. And I was picking wild berries off the bushes that have come up and flourished. All the wildlife is taken back over, and those same type berries is what your quail eat, your turkeys and other birds.
CF definitely does the right thing when it comes to the community, its employees, and the environment.
If my company was doing something wrong, I would be the first one to hold up my hand and stomp my feet and say it ain't right.
I live here and I work here, and this community is important to me. It's my home. And anything that CF can do to help the community is helping where I live and helping the local people.
I love CF as a company because they put safety first, they care about the employees, they care about the community, and they believe in doing the right thing.
Working with the people here, it's a very team-oriented group, and it's an enjoyable place to work.
To this day, I've been gone 11 years, and to this day, I think of it as my company.
Just a good environment. Look forward to come work each and every day. I wouldn't be here 35 years if I didn't. Just a great place to come to work.
They care about their people, they care about the environment, and they care about the local community.
I think what we're doing here at CF in phosphate mining is temporary, and I believe that we're using the land for a short period of time. And for us to take the land and get a valuable resource from it and then put it back into a beneficial use when we're done, whether it's for recreational uses or for other types of industry, maybe light industry that will support my family in the future, staying here in Hardee County is really what I think we're all about.